Good evening and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of Football Manager 2024 and the London Green save. We are currently advancing through the days as we try and get towards the Corinthians casual game. Oh, Windsor have dropped points. That is very nice, very useful. Windsor have dropped points. That's actually super useful, as have Burnham up ahead. So that is teams up above us dropping points. The under-18s also dropped some points, but that's okay. They're playing quite well. I have no reason to really answer that one. That's not a problem. 2-2 in that one. Good, good. Match prep. What is it saying? It's... Do I not have... Have I taken my scouts off of next match? Is that something I've done? Where is it? Scouting. Have I accidentally... Scouting assignments... Oh, it is. It says next opposition. Huh? Team report priorities? No. Okay. Shortly. No. Okay. I'm confused. Why do we not have the... Okay, what have I done wrong? I've done something wrong somewhere. That's fine. Okay, we'll figure it out. Because we should have the... We should have the tactical report, you know, like they play in a wing play style or whatever. But I don't have that right now, so there must be some way I can get that back. Is that... Will I now have it? No, that's not it either, is it? So let's go to that. No, that's also not it. And they're at the bottom of the pile. We've actually dropped down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to Google real quick. In fact, I'll Google on camera. Next opponent report, FM2024. How to scout the next opposition. So, to give you the winning edge, it's essential to scout the next opposition in the preparations for... Yep. Okay, just tell me how to do it. Okay, one of the first tasks when it's to get a team of those... Man, there's a lot of waffling. What? Okay, is it performance and analyst? Okay, we've got one of those. So... Nope. Okay, that's... I don't... Okay. This guide that I found online is not helping me. I'll be right back. Okay. Fixed it, but it was actually... All I actually did was go into staff, go into responsibilities and scouting, and then click delegate, and it was already delegated, and it just fixed it, which was really odd. But that does now mean that we can see the overview, and they play a Route 1 style. Interesting. Which you would think is going to give up a significant amount of possession. I have also made some slight changes, which I will show you in a second, to the tactics that we want to play. Now, those tactics aren't very different from the tactics that I've been running throughout the season. Of course, in the last episode, we actually saw a really... There we go. We've got the opposition report now. Good. Okay, let's attend the meeting. Fine. Yep. Move on. Move on. Sure. Stop telling me to add... Stop telling me. Wants me to bring back Korea, but if I do that, he won't have a work permit. So that's not something I want to do. Place Yeboah on the loan list, that's fine. Chadwick is... No, I don't want to make players like important players or anything like that. Sure. Things I should move these guys. Okay, this is really not like a useful meeting. So I'm going to click continue and try and get to the Corinthian Casuals game. And when I do, I will explain what I've done to the tactics. Now, it's nothing severe, nothing like, oh, I'm suddenly throwing everything out the window. Just because in the last episode, we actually saw a really good example of, okay, plan whatever, 4-4-2 wasn't working in the second game. It did work in the first game, didn't work in the second game. So what we did, we switched it up. We went into our 4-3-3 and we ran that instead. And suddenly we were creating chances out of nowhere, you know, like creating this, creating that, just playing very, very well. So what I've gone and done is I've actually renamed those tactics. To be fair, I should probably rename them again. So if I save this as 4-4-2 solid and counter, that's the formation and the idea behind the tactic. So this one is a solid tactic with slightly more direction, a little bit less dribbling, try and pass instead of in fact, let's turn that off as well. We're willing to play on the counter. I'll have to delete other things at some point. And yeah, we'll go on a counter. We'll change it to that. There we go. Solid and counter. So the aim of this tactic is to be very solid at the back. And when we get the ball, to try and attack quickly and try and attack with pace, you know, on the counter attack. This tactic is a high press. It is a 5-1-1-2-1. In a way, it's more or less a 3-4-3. Kinda. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but it is technically a 5-1-1-2-1. So that's what I'll save it as. 5-1-1-2-1. A bit of an odd one, but that's what it is. This is called the high press. In fact, it should be called the high press with wing backs. That's what it should actually be called. I can't actually name it that. I can't name it that because of... There we go. That works. It's a 5-1-1-2-1 with a high press with wing backs. And they are overlapping. They're trying to hit crosses. We're attacking fairly wide. We're playing on the counter again because we've got the chance to do so. And with a bit of a high press as well. So that's what that tactic is. And then we've got old reliable, and that also is playing on attack as well. So it's all about trying to really score goals quickly. This is positive possession. Now this is the base tactic I want to use more of, okay? And I'm going to save this as it is. This one's again, it's a regular one. It's a 4-3-3. So we've got all of these other tactics here. So let me just quickly get rid of all of these out of here. No, we need to get rid of high press as well. There we go. So we've got these three tactics currently. No, what? It's getting on my nerves. It is actually getting on my nerves. It is. It should be here. The 4-4-2 should be there, but it's not, unfortunately. Whatever. Doesn't bother me. We've got these three tactics, okay? At the moment, this is what we're running. So we're going to run the 4-3-3 positive possession at the beginning. We're going to follow the team instructions. It wants me to go attacking. I'm not going to do that. And we are going to pick the team now because it's a little bit all over the place. So we're going to put Alfie Bangs in there. And then Hillier, who is our strong midfielder. Where are you? There you go. You're in there as the ball winning. Now let's go into the tactics back here and personalize that for Alfie Bangs as well. Everything should be personalized more or less. Team selection, back we go. Cooper on the right, I'm good with that. On the left, I want Luke Jones, which is great. If I could actually... There we go. Chadwick in the middle? No, Chadwick. Let's put Melbourne in the middle. And we've got Omar Dakas on the bench. That works. I'm happy with that. Ephraim covers more positions. Jackson covers up top. Smith, Holcroft, Weatherly, Frith. Let's swap that out for Ruben Mason and Charles Thomas. We'll give those guys an opportunity. Yeah, they've got good numbers as well, for the most part. And Frith on the right-hand side, no, let's give Adam McKnight an opportunity. So that is the team we're going to run with in this game. But if this tactic isn't working by, let's say, I don't know, if it doesn't look like it's working at 30 minutes, then we'll try a different tactic up until half-time. Because I don't think that's a bad option. A little bit of being willing to change, basically. Being willing to change. You can't be scared of trying something new. Well done, McKnight. Great header away. So we start with positive possession. And if we need to swap out, we can. We go to the high press with the wing-backs. Or if we're like 3-0 up with 20 minutes to go, we go into the solid encounter and we just say, look, we're just going to go solid, you know? Even though that's more like a, you know, it's because we're 3-0 up. If you're absolutely dominating a game, you don't really need to change something. But let's say we don't change tactic and they get one back and we go into 3-1. That's when maybe you do want to make a quick tactical change. Just rotate things and go a little bit solid. Off the bar, my word. And Jones gets it away. And that is not the end of the highlight. Kelly on the ball for Corinthians. Goes round. McKnight makes a great challenge. Doesn't actually win the ball back, however. Goes back to Fenwick across to Shuttleworth, who shoots it low and Withers palms it away. This is only 3 minutes in. But so far, it's all been looking that way. It's all been looking to the right-hand side. Well done, Hillier. Gets that one away. Luke Jones puts pressure on Cheminant into Thomas. Goes to Cunniff. Goes to Gordon, goes all the way back, and you've kind of got to think end of highlight here because we've shoved them all the way. There we go, end of highlight. We've shoved them all the way back. Okay. Oh, Takeda with the free kick. Off the pole. Okay, so both teams have now hit the woodwork within that first 10 minutes. Now, possession is starting to creep up. 57% now. But momentum is against us, and that possession has dropped back down. Interesting. Okay. Oh, how has that not gone in? I thought Alfie Bangs was going to take it further in and, you know, unleash a shot. Didn't end up doing that. Passed the ball across, which is fair. You know, that's also an option. Really thought that was a chance. Smith plays it to Cooper, plays it in. Takeda is there. The keeper has got it just ahead of Takeda, which is a good thing, because Takeda would have fired that home, no doubt. Okay, we're looking quite even at the minute. Well done, Smith, but then doesn't follow it up. Well done again. Oh, twice. Smith has won that ball back. And that's okay. The shot goes wide, which is all right. Okay, 23 minutes. Possession. Oh. What's this? Oh, Cooper whips it in. Thomas gets it away. Takeda will regather. Probably play a pass. Yes. Back to him. Visit across. Cooper. Oh, he's got his boot under that one because it has gone flying. Okay, so what do I think? Right now, I'm actually thinking I like what I'm seeing. Alfie Bangs, Takeda. Try and get that shot away. He does. Oh. I like what I'm seeing. We're getting more of the ball. We are creating chances. We've hit the bar. Off the corner. Takeda's going to get it back. Put it back in the middle. Jones jumps. Nah, it's not a... To be fair, I want Takeda on the end of that. I don't want him crossing it. And we are now seeing a little bit more momentum go our way. Oh, come off it. How has that gone in with us? Right, we're going to drop a demand more here because that should not have gone in. Bangs and Takeda are playing well, so we are playing like quite well in attack. Unfortunately, Bangs can't move up into that cam position. Neither can Hillier, neither can Melbourne. So I need maybe a centre mid who can play in cam like Chadwick can. Because I don't have a cam other than Takeda who drops... Oh! Okay. So I'm glad I didn't actually change anything there. I am glad. Let's have a look at how this goal goes in. So Cooper on the right-hand side, a little bit inside. Just plays a quite simple pass. And Takeda fires it home. That was rather simple, wasn't it? It was just a good run from Cooper. Oh, there's my pass. I'm going to play it. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So back to 1-1. And what am I seeing? Well, I am happy with what I'm seeing. 60% possession. 9 shots, of which only 3 on target. Not great. But ultimately, just playing very, very well. The fact that we conceded, I think, was actually a mistake. But what I am thinking we could do, in an effort to maybe get a little bit further forward, is make this change. Just to get an attacking player a little bit further forward. I don't want it to go into structured. I want it to be flexible. We've played this formation many times. And I'm thinking that is something we can do. I'm not going to do it just yet. Because, like I say, I am happy with how we're playing. And I'm actually thinking the team are playing well. I don't need to make that tactical change right now. But it is a change. Oh, okay. You could see what was coming there. You could see it coming. I'm not happy with that. So I'm going to drop another demand more. That is a bit of a wake up after half time there. Okay, Bangs has lost the ball, but Melbourne picks it up into Takeda. And this is what I mean. I think maybe an extra attacker in there would be a good thing. Even though Alfie Bangs has moved forward. Maybe I don't need Hillier and Melbourne as like both of them in defensive positions. I've got Melbourne here. Oh, I'm not really sure what to do here. Let me take a look at the stats. What are we seeing? What are we seeing? No, that's player. I need stats. I need like analysis. Where is my analysis? I can find it, but I need to wait for the end of this highlight. Okay, Cooper on the ball. Whips it in towards Takeda, who jumps, won't go. Jones out here. No, whips it in. Takeda back post, won't go. Kelly gets rid, it comes out to McKnight. McKnight going forward into... Oh, just shoot it. Into Alfie Bangs, who shoots it wide. Okay, in fact, all I think I want to change for the next 10 minutes is I want to go attacking. That's all I'm going to change. Because, again, I think we're playing well. I think we're doing things. How are we conceding that at the back post again? Okay, they're going to get a berate. Now, we are 3-1 down. Pressured by the feedback. Okay, off you come then. You're not feeling good. Let's go. Jones, have a go. Didn't really have a go. Didn't really put the foot through that. Not really. Alfie Bangs looks like he's given everything. Not just yet. Okay, that is 73 minutes. I'm giving it a pause. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down the match during those text highlights just a little bit. Oh no, they can still be the same during text highlights. We will slow down the match between highlights a tad. Just to give me a little bit more time. Okay, we've got to go attacking now. Even though our XG is 1.9 to 1.4 and we've got 64% possession, we are 3 down. So, Bangs comes, Ephraim comes in, goes in there. In fact, can play there. That's so interesting. In you go. Jackson's going to come off for Hillier, and we're just going to add another attacker. Like, we're going all out here. We're going to attack. Let's go. Because once again, we find ourselves down. But I actually think we've played quite well. Like, I think the problems have come from, like, little defensive lapses. And of course, if you do have an XG of 2.02 or whatever it is, come on, and you've only managed to score 1, you've obviously not been very efficient with your finishing, which is, I mean, a tale as old as time for London Greens. That's almost always been the case. But then every now and then you get a game where you score 5 off an XG of 1, and you're like, where's that come from? But there we go. Well done. We've got a goal back. It's through our centre-back who puts it in. Really, really good. XG of 2.08. They've gone a little bit attacking there now as well. Not long to go. And just keep sending it forward. Go a little bit more direct. And just send it forward. Not a lot of time in this game. Clark is going to play it inside. Mason. Where are we going? All the way to Thomas. Okay, there should be options here because you've got like 6 attackers in front of you. Yeah, well done, Jones. Gets tackled. Melbourne. Good. Out wide. Cooper's in. Akers. Finds inside. Ephraim in. There we go. So the ball deflected back in, and that is how we do it. We go attacking. We send the numbers up there. We get it back level. The Corinthian Casuals supporters seem angry. I don't, this is not something, in my opinion, this is not something to be angry about. They were lucky to be in that position. Now, I'm going to quickly call out a calm down. We've scored twice to get back into this game at 3-3. They're actually frustrated by the feedback because I don't want them to concede immediately. Okay, this is going to be the final highlight. We have managed to bring... Oh, dang it. That's going to be that, surely. Yes, okay, so we've managed to bring it back to 3-3. Let's be rather honest there. The Corinthian Casuals have got away with one. They have. You can't... Was it a goalie mistake? Was it a goalkeeping error? I feel like it was. Withers played a 6.2, so Withers did not play a good match in goal. So that's something to just, acknowledge straight up. Yeah, Withers did not play a good match. Probably should have saved 2 of those 3 goals. And we've only rescued it by going attacking at the end. Playing in, a high-risk fashion. We've brought it back. And it's away from home. And we were 3-1 down. So we'll take it. But I won't be happy about it. Cooper shines with 2 assists. Well played. Mark Cooper's actually been really good since he came to the club. Can we see those season stats? 9 games, all of them starts, 3 goals and 6 assists with an XG of only 2. XG assist of only 4. 2 player of the match performances. Average rating 7.3, and in the cup, an average rating 7.5. 11 goal involvements in 11 games. Mark Cooper is playing very well. Just absolutely solid. And is going to stay out there. Ephraim has kind of lost his position out on that right wing and is probably going to be more useful for us down the centre. Which is fine. Okay. So, what do I think I've learned from that game? I think... Decline that, thank you. I think what I have learned... You know what? I was about to say... What I think I've learned is... Sip of tea. What I think I've learned is... In that midfield trio... With, you know, quite short directness on the passing. Very solid. But conceding through mistakes. I believe it was mistakes. If we are efficient with our attack, we can score goals. Now, I want that recognised because the XG of that game showed that the Corinthians got 3 from an XG of like 1.3 or whatever it was. I don't actually remember what it was. Our XG was much higher. But we've got to put our chances away. Part of me wants to bring one of those midfielders like a little bit further forward. But the other part of me thinks... Oh, nice. Got some wide... I mean, we've been waiting for wide midfielders. Yes. We have. Yeah, lovely. Okay, good. Good. We need wide midfielders. We really do. It's always been a position, last couple of seasons, we've been a little bit light on. I want to, you know, I think about bringing one of those midfielders forward, and I am unsure if that's what we actually need to do. Let's try and keep the morale up, guys. Alfie Bangs is not happy with it. Can I... Is there a hold team meeting button? Here it is. There we go. That's good. Let's give a pump fist positive reaction and try and boost up the morale. Okay, look, I'm getting a lot of... Yeah, we're getting a bit of an improvement. Where's Alfie Bangs? Slightly positive. Yeah, only slightly. Okay. We'll see what this next game shows us. You know, we'll use it as another test. Do we want to throw another midfielder up there? Turn it into a 4-1-1-3-1. Which is essentially a 4-2-3-1. You know, with your 2 DMs. And one of them may be more creative than the other. One of them more solid in defense than the other. Very, you know, well, I was going to say basic. No, it's not basic. It's textbook at this point, you know. 4-4-2, super textbook. Super basic, super textbook. 4-2-3-1, slightly more complicated, but still pretty much textbook. And you need a better striker. So, yeah. I'm really feeling like this episode is like a great insight into my like stream of consciousness, I suppose. London under 18s get another victory. Well done. 8.1. Well done. Lovely. Okay. So, going to accept that. It wants me to go attacking again. Again, I don't want to go attacking, but we are going to pick a team. Is anyone on heavy? Yes. Takeda's on heavy. Cooper's on heavy. Bangs and Hillier on heavy. Okay. Any rotation other than that? So, I want to play Chadwick. And I think Chadwick actually works better, not as a Metzala, but as a playmaker. Because Chadwick's got good passing, decent vision, good decisions. So that's what I think we're going to do with him. Now, this position is actually our ball-winning midfielder. Are they on defend or are they on support? What's Hillier on when he plays there? He's on support. Okay. Let's remove from position. Who's going to go in there? It's Martin Howard? No, Martin Howard's another passing player. Really flary, in fact. Yeah, Howard should be playing for Chadwick. Okay, Dakas is going to play for Melbourne. And then I'm going to bring in Parker there. Parker wants to play as a CM. That's all right. Is that all right? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. You're just going to be winger attack, unless otherwise specified. Ephraim plays as that inverted forward. I'm going to play him winger attack. I'm going to swap him back. Jackson gets a start. McLaughlin on the bench. And I need a left wing. Oh, no, Jones is fine. Jones can stay out there. That's fine. Glover goes onto the bench. Smith did not have a good game, was it? Yeah, so Abdullah can come in. That's all right. And let's go back to Kolodinsky for Thomas. And that is the team we're going to go with. Okay. So now we are just going to... Feels Takeda should have been picked. Well, Takeda needs a rest. So quit yapping. Okay? Quit yapping about it. We're going to use this game as another kind of test. Oh, my eye. There we go. We're actually in the white, and we're kind of like zoomed out. Why are we so zoomed out? There we go. That's better. Oh, Chadwick on the ball. Into Parker. Goes long over... Oh, okay. Ephraim. Oh, okay. No. Highlight continues. It's just slightly further up the pitch. Parker to McKnight to Ephraim. Tries to find... Oh, but picks it up. Shoot it. Just have a go. Oh, it's taken so long to shoot that frickin' ball. So what I want to see in the first 40 minutes or so, 30, 35, 40 minutes, is do we once again kind of control possession? Good. That was good play. As we did in the last game. Are we getting more shots? Are we able to control the game? Was the fact that we conceded goals in the last game a fluke? Basically, was it fluky? You know, that we conceded those goals. We probably shouldn't have. They were genuine individual errors that can just happen sometimes. It can. Possession again is very high. Look at that. 75 after 15. 71 after 20. It's still quite significant. XG is real low for Cray Valley. Possession really high for us. Not the most amount of shots coming from it, but this is still mostly what I'm after. Maybe I want to be a little bit more positive. Maybe we want to up the directness just by 1. Let's see. It's a long highlight. It goes all the way out to the left wing. Hunter is there. Finds Elikai. McKnight tries to find it. Again, back post. It's all that yeah. We need fullbacks. Maybe we actually need fullbacks in a four at the back formation that also just have like outrageous jumping reach. Maybe that's what we need. Okay, yeah, let's put it into place. Let's go with a bit more direction. Be willing to pass it a little bit riskier than we were. Jackson, you've got a really good... There we go. Oh, that's a good shot. Okay. See, look at that. This is what I mean, yeah? Okay, that was a back post header. We concede many of those. It is what it is. Jones back to Ephraim. Get it in. Yep, Jackson. Over the bar. But Chadwick is on a 7.0. Again. Chadwick is our creative midfielder. Alongside him, Parker, defensive focus. Dakas behind, defensive focus. Chadwick is the creative midfielder. So, Chadwick needs to be creative. We need to not just ping the ball up the pitch from centre-back. That's definitely not what I've asked us to do. So, let's sort it out, Mason. Let's not be doing... That is absolutely ridiculous. We're 2-0 down again, and once again, our XG is higher than our opponents. Guys, what are you doing at the back? McKnight's on a 6.2. What are we doing at the back? Jackson, what's up? Anxious. Yeah, I understand it. Well done. Chase it down. Good block. Let's go. Good. Okay, fine. Okay, for a little while, we're going to jump into our five at the back. So Chadwick goes there. Actually, swaps like that. Ephraim goes there. Jones is sacrificed for Stefan Clark. Okay, no, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm not going to do it yet. I was thinking about it. I'm not going to do it yet. But I do think the problem we are having is we got a lot of the ball. We're not really willing to attack with it. If Chadwick was on attack, that might be better. Okay, maybe that'll be part of the... I mean, look, Chadwick is clearly playing a good game. But players around him are not. Okay, Ephraim out wide. We know Ephraim's a solid player as well. Get it in the mixer. It's just the wrong option. Dakas. Out to McKnight. Again, just the wrong option. They are just making poor decisions. I've kind of rotated the team a little bit, but they are just genuinely making poor decisions at the moment. No Cooper. No Takeda. Jackson's playing not very well. Well done with us. Okay, yeah, we've got to. If we're going to play four at the back, we need wingbacks with who have got better jumping than the current numbers. Okay, into the five we go. Let's give it a go. So, Jackson, Dakas, you're there. Chadwick is here. Parker, you're there. Ephraim goes here. Jones swaps out for Jackson and then swaps out for Stefan Clark. Howard goes in for... Yeah, I like that. And McLaughlin is going to give it a go. McLaughlin, you've got pace. Well, you've got acceleration. So I don't think you need to be as a deep lying. Let's play you as... Yeah, let's play you as a pressing forward, and that's all three changes being made in a somewhat desperate flip in this second half. So we've got Howard on. Howard is very creative, really good passer, really flary. That's a terrible decision from Ephraim straight away. Even now, 2-0 down. We've still got a higher XG than our opponent. So once again, it is telling me that just when it comes to actually attacking and getting the ball in the back of the net, that's where our problem lies. We've got all the correct kind of play, the correct ideas around that, but defensively we're making errors. We're conceding too many off the back post, and we are not being effective or efficient in attack. That's what we must fix. I'm going to go for a berate, and it should fire up the team. We got 30 minutes. Once again, we are bringing it back from behind, being goals down. Do it. Look, if we're going to get crosses in, get crosses in. Okay, here we go. Ball in the right area of the park. Abdullah whips it towards McKnight. Wing back to wing back. Not bad. That's one back. As soon as we demanded more, we got it. Yeah. It's a great ball. Look at the whip on that. McKnight at the far post. We finally get our own back post into the back of the net. Now we've got to do what we did last time. Score again. Get another one. Corner ball. Here we go. Oh, that's close. McKnight wins it back. Into Dakas, into Mason. All the way out. Good. Get it in. Get it in. Okay, that's fine. Howard shoots it low. Oh, that could have been like palmed in. All right, once again. Okay, so yes, once again, individual mistakes costing the team, and Play on. Howard tries to get it back, but is unable to. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well done, Dakas. McLaughlin. Oh, okay. Should have gambled, really. Yeah, what it's telling me is we need that midfielder. We need one of that midfield pairing. Oh, come on, Mason. What is that? What is that? Yeah, let's go. Let's keep going forward. Here we go. Chadwick, win that header. Does so. McLaughlin, run. Just run. Keep going. Find Chadwick. He's certainly tried. All the way back to Dakas. All the way to Abdullah. Abdullah shoots while saved. The wingback's getting involved. Yeah, look, it's the same as last game, isn't it? And if patterns are emerging, we need to get on top of it. Chadwick's been playing a really good game. Is it the quality around him? Is it the quality of our defense? Okay, last throw of the dice here. McLaughlin will try and get there, won't get there, and that's it. That's what happens. Okay. So once again, more possession. Better passing. More corners. Less yellow cards. But shots and that are actually even, but the XG is in our favour. Like, these need to go in. These shots need to go in. We win the second half 1-0. What I have learned, or what I perceive, what I believe I learn from these two games is that positive possession is not quite enough. We need even more. We need another midfielder. We need another player being creative, attacking further up the pitch. So we're going to change that tactic now, and then we are going to wrap up the episode, because that is a loss and a draw in today's episode. That is 1 point from a possible 6. And I think it's because of that. That's what I think. We're down to 9th. We are trying to sort things out. Really, I'm trying to unlock. That's a tennis score. Trying to unlock what I can unlock. That is a good first touch. That is good jumping reach as well. All right. 29k, you're joking. So in the tactics, what I'm thinking is this goes up. That comes off. And if Howard goes in there, I just think maybe it was the quality of the players as well. Maybe that isn't like a part of, maybe that is a part of it. It's really difficult to say. Because as soon as I turn this guy onto attack... Oh no, we can do that. Okay, that's what we're going to do. But then it does go to structured. What? So if you're like this, it's flexible. If I personalize it, it's still flexible. Okay. That's what I think we need. We need Howard being willing to go. Be creative. We need Alfie Bangs being flexible. I turn you to attack. It's still okay. That works. I think that works. I think that will work a lot better. Okay. Okay, we shall see. We shall see next episode, guys. But we're down in the dumps. But there is still a lot of time left in the season, which I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to find what we need. So in that Camberley game, we obviously got the win. In the Corinthians game, the XG difference was 2.5 to 1.4. In this Hamworth Villa game, how was it then? 1.1 to 1.8. That's actually fair enough. That's more. Oh, but then again, we had 2 goals disallowed. So yeah. And then this one, 1.5 to 0.9. So what we are doing is heading in the right direction, but we're not there yet. So close. We've almost unlocked it. Almost. Almost. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Pardon me, I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. We really did give it a good go. Yeah, okay. We're going to make that recall. He'll come back. Only 2 appearances. Yeah, that's kind of crappy. Down in 9th. Not good. Until next time.